Hi, this is Brian from Earthwing. Today I'm going to show you how to correct a warped skateboard. We have a top mount supermodel from about a year and a half ago with a slight warp in it. And here are the parts that you're going to need. I have this bracket that I got at IKEA for about $2. This just clamps down onto a work table. We have a heat gun, and we have several different clamps. You're going to need some clamps to clamp this. This clamp I use to clamp the board down onto the bracket. And I put these felt kind of furniture things on all the parts that touch the deck just so it doesn't get scratched or whatever. I have this slightly longer bar bracket, and it's good to get the quick release ones because you can just kind of pop it on and pop it off. And I have, weightlifter weights. I think this is like 8 pounds of weightlifter weights. And you just clamp this onto the other side of the deck and just make sure that you're twisting the deck in the direction you want it to go, roughly about the same degree as the warp is the other way. So, that's kind of what I found works best, and I'm just going to show you how to do it. Alright, so what we have here is we have the clamp down onto a work table. I use this bar clamp here because it's really easy to just kind of slide the deck in and just have it kind of secure there so while you're clamping it in. So here we're going to take the deck, making sure that we put it in to the direction that it's warped, so when we put the weights on it'll twist it the other way. Let's take the small clamp. Just clamp it on nice and tight. Take the bigger clamp, pop it on that side, and then we take the weights and just throw them on the clamp. And it sort of twists the deck. Now one thing over here is that I'm using this little box of risers right here because there's a little bit of a gap here. The deck is going to get a little soft as it heats up, and this is going to start to go down. And you don't want it to go down much more than like about a ½ inch or so, because then you're going to have a warp in the other direction. Alright, so we have the deck all clamped down. Just take your heat gun. Heat guns are like, I don't know, 25 bucks or something. You put it on high, and you just start passing back and forth, probably about 3 inches away from the deck. Very slowly. It should probably be, 7 to 10 seconds per pass. You can go around in circles a little bit. You don't really want to stay in one place for too long. And just make sure you heat up the deck. Alright, that's it. You usually only need to do one side of the deck. Sometimes you can feel the heat coming through the other side of the deck. I usually do the top sheet, but this deck has grip on it. I didn't really want to mess with that, so we just did the bottom. It doesn't usually affect the graphics at all. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to take the board off, lay it flat down onto the work table, and just throw a box on it. Right now you can see that this puppy is perfectly flat. Sometimes you might have to do it, 2 times, maybe even 3 times, but it doesn't really affect the deck at all, so should be good. And now we wait.
Fresh cheese and what's alive.